What's up, everybody? My name is Daniel Couvertier, and I'm famously vegan. We'll do another review. Soup. Amy's. Southwestern vegetable, fire roasted, organic soups from Amy, but it's low in sodium. So I brought some sriracha chili because nobody wants low in sodium, okay? Bring me the sodium. It's filtered water, organic diced tomatoes, orange roasted potatoes. It has organic free roasted corn, organic black beans. I love the word organic. It just makes you feel like you're eating healthy, period. Black pepper. But most importantly, it says vegan. Vegan. And I'm vegan. Baked tofu. And the tofu just basically has, honestly speaking, it has like just adobo and a little bit of salt and oil. But I want to throw it in the soup. That's good. Bring this bad boy a little closer to me. Now, I never had this before. Never. So, I don't know how it's going to taste. But I'll let you know. Ooh. So, it tastes like minestrone soup. Yeah. It tastes like minestrone. It is definitely low in sodium. I have a napkin. It's definitely low in sodium but it has flavor to it. You can see the corn that's roasted. The corn is roasted. You can see the corn roasted. You see that bad boy? Yeah, I see corn, black beans, carrots. And do you see the steam? I love soup, bro. I love soup. I can eat soup all the time. All the time. You know what I really like about Amy's though? Everything Amy's that I see it's a lot of it's vegan or health conscious or like vegetarian stuff. That's pretty good. One can, right? Let me say this. One can was like $3.99. Right? This is 2 cans right here. Before somebody says anything, I'm very aware that eating from cans is not as good as eating natural from the bag or just grown, healthy. Like anything that's in a can is high in citric acid, it's high in sodium, it's not good for you just for the shelf life and the concentration. But you also have to think too. Listen, just because you're vegan, just because you're watching your health, just because you're living a more optimal life and doing things differently, doesn't mean that you're gonna do everything by the book and everything right. Listen, I'm somebody that just doesn't eat vegan food that's just leafy greens all the time and eggplant and asparagus. Like I eat all of that, but I sometimes want comfort hearty food. I like to cook comfort and hearty food, and this is a great way to have those alternatives. And sometimes when you're on the go, like you're living in New York, you're on the go, there's always something to do. I have like 50 things to do today. So this is a quick and easy way to get it going. All right, Amy, I tried to do it without any sriracha chili, but either I need salt or sriracha chili. So let's get that going. You're gonna shake her up like a bartender would. And the bev today all right, let's mix this bad boy up. It has like, you know when you cook, so I like soup that has like a clear vegetable broth. I don't like the creamy vegetable broths. You can add coconut milk to your vegetable broths. You can add any kind of like nut milk if you want in your broth. Almond flour if you want to do like a nice roux or something. But I like a clear broth. But it is very similar to a minestrone where it has like a tomato base in it, and you can like, so it's not as clear. So I'm just gonna say it's a minestrone soup. But that sriracha chili, that sriracha, it does take the flavor 3 notches up. So I have these like chopsticks right now that's like pretty fancy, and I bought these, right? Did I buy these? No, these were a gift. These were a gift, right? And the thing is that they're not wood, right? So I don't know if you can hear it. So it's like anything that's like it gets on, like it falls. So you're there for like 10 minutes just trying to pick something up. At least I am. And I can't eat one at a time. You know when you go eat French fries, you know people take one at a time. Or the people that annoy me, and they take the ketchup and the mayo, they mix it up, they set their plate, they put it to the side, they spread out their fries, and they, you know, they organize and they see which fry they want to take first, and they talk a little bit, and then they go and they take that fry and they dip it, and they, I'm looking at them like, if you don't just grab them fries and eat it and dip them in some ketchup and eat it, boy, woo, my nerve. Well, you like this. They count the bites. I think, what is it, 50 bites? See, I don't like ugly, boy. I don't like ugly. I'm talking. All right. Well, that's what I want to do anyway. Huh. This is good, though. This is really good. I don't know if you can see it here. This is so good. I did it. It was real simple. I did it in the air fryer. I do need to do like cooking tutorials and stuff. I will. One step at a time. Now, wait a minute. The tofu? This is tofu. Did I say tofu? The tofu, baked tofu, in the soup, it's a hit. Amy, it's a hit. I also like to eat it by itself, but we're gonna do that. And then you see it has like the crispy char to it. It has like a crispy char to it. You know how I like my char. Because it has texture. It has like the only texture in here, it's like you have the beans and the carrots, but you know you're eating a vegetable. The texture of the tofu is immaculate. Like it has texture, it's good. And it's additional protein. Now, that's it. That's it. Adobo, some oil, grapeseed oil, or avocado oil. Just a little bit, maybe, you know, top it with some salt. Because salt, to me, salt should be added to a dish to bring it out at the end. So a lot of these seasonings, like adobo, some of them, they have a lot of salt in it already. So you don't have to, you know, people do, they do all their table seasonings, and then they add salt, table salt as well. And then so you do want to sort of let the vibrancy of the vegetable, the fruit, the meat, whatever you're gonna eat, the mock meat, the soy, the seitan, the everything. You want to sort of have the texture and the flavor of that naturally, but salt brings out flavor. So that's something you should always add to the. Excuse me. Something you should add to the end of a dish. Not. That's just my personal. It's my personal opinion. I think it's so rude. Like when somebody make food, or you go to a restaurant and eat, and the first thing you do is you put salt and pepper on it. You didn't even try it. You know what I mean? I'm making a mess of it. It's kind of corny too, when you're like, yo, the tofu in it, the crispiness of the tofu, and the flavor of the tofu, and the sriracha, we gotta win. We gotta win. Can you see? Can you see that? This is it. I was annoyed the last few days because I'm gonna name your names. If somebody I know gave my dog like cheese, and I ranted about this. But then that's the small dog, Maple. She can't handle, like she's very particular, very particular. So when you give her stuff, she'll sniff it first. Then you give her a treat. She wants to sniff the treat first. She wants to understand the variations of the ingredients. She wants to taste it first, see if it goes well with the palate. And then she'll start chewing it, but she likes to chew it slowly. She's very, very dainty. Now, Sadie, the big girl, she has a problem with eating stuff off the floor. So we'll go outside, and if there's a bone, there's like a French fry, there's something, she wants to eat it off the floor all the time. So, you know, we give them table food sometimes, and so I gave somebody gave Maple and cheese empanadas. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, yo, it smells so bad. Like it smelled like a chemical bath. I couldn't sleep, and I was like, oh my God, what is that smell? So I said, wait a minute, I know that smell shall pop up, and I'm pissed off because it's the middle of the night. I have things to do in the morning. Now I can't sleep. I'm a hard sleeper. I'm an easy sleeper, so it's hard for me to go back to sleep. Boom. There was a pile of poop on my floor of the kitchen, between the rug and the floor. Pile of poop, like wet, nasty. I cleaned that up. I dozed back off, right? Annoyed, I dozed back off, opened the window, put an incense, everything, because it was so bad, it reeked. Then I woke up again, like a few hours later. And then there was a pile of poop again, but now on the rug in my living room. I was in the mood the whole day. And I'm not gonna yell at the dog because it's not the dog's fault. The dog is the dog. So I'm like, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? If you know where I get that from, you know, some of you might not know, but the older generation would. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Nam yo horenge kyo, nam yo horenge kyo. So yo, it gets better. The next day, I clean the house, everything, Clorox, everything. I have a massive rug in my room, right? Beautiful rug. Beautiful rug. It was pricey, right? There's a pile of poop on my rug. Like, a pile of poop on my rug again. But to top it off, there was some vomit next to it, too. Oh my God. Who want a dog? And I know which one it is. I'm not gonna name any names, but they're very particular. And they like to taste the food. Boy, oh boy! Yo. So now, the moral of the story is, obviously, watch what you feed them. 2, I have to watch, like, vigorously watch them when they're outside when I'm walking them. But then 3 is like, I have to throw out that carpet, but I'm not gonna sit there and clean that. I'll throw out that carpet. But the big carpet I haven't thrown out yet, but it's on its way out the door. I'm like, listen, I could sit there and try to figure out how to clean this. But once I figure out how to clean it, it's still gonna be in my mind that it has a pile of dog crap there. And I'm gonna be walking around that circle the whole time, and it's gonna be walking in it, and I'm gonna be freaking out because it's so disgusting. So I'm tossing that out too. The rug is heavy too. It's really heavy. It's like it's 8 by 6 feet, 8 by 6 feet or something like that. It's a big rug, and it's not the first time they throw up on a rug. Listen, they're the kind of dogs though. They like to when they throw up, because occasionally throw up. They're dogs, right? And they don't have a pooping problem or a peeing problem. That's great. That's a great situation. But when they eat something off the floor outside or whatever, that doesn't go well with their stomach. Or maybe I'll give them a treat from a different brand. It doesn't go well with their stomach. They'll poop, or or whatever. Reasonably so, right? And so I learned what I can and cannot eat. So I usually try to feed them something that's of the brand that they eat for their regular dog food, right? So say it's like, I think they have, say it's a wellness brand. If it's a wellness brand, and a wellness has treats, wellness has wet food, wellness has a whole bunch of stuff. So I try to stuff that's in that arena. I forgot my whole train of thought because now I'm pissed off again. So good. It does have like a little roast taste to it. And I like a nice roast char. Flavor, it's like flavor. Excuse me. Guys, that was delicious. Amy's, 1 out of 10. I give it, the soup itself is very good. The soup itself is good. The soup itself, I give a 7.5. But with all the little accoutrements I add to it, with the seasoned tofu, the sriracha chili, it definitely brought it to about an 8, 8.25. So I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely, guys, $3.99. You can get it anywhere. It's vegan. It's low in sodium. It's healthy. If you want to add more, add more salt to it. You want to add your different variations, you can. But that's good. I'm not mad at my pups. I take it back. I'm not gonna sell. I'm not gonna give my pups away. Yet. Guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Daniel Couvetier, and I am famously vegan. Peace, dogs. Peace.